Hi, it's me, JC, back with another ceramic hour. So yesterday we we kind of like chopped up our pitcher. Um, it's kind of like a miniature like pitcher jug. Not really like a jug. Um, my mom wants one for like pouring maple syrup. So that's kind of the size that I'm going for. Very rough guess as to how big she wants it. She's not really like an entertainer, so my stupid laptop is making noises. I don't know how to make it stop doing that. So we might hear that a few times. Okay, this is what we have. Yeah, we definitely chopped it up quite a bit yesterday. I'm not like super happy with the shape. I think we're gonna change the shape of it. So for comparison, I'll just kind of like hold this. This is like another little picture. I'm kind of guessing this size probably would be about fine. Again, this is going to shrink a few times before, it's going to shrink a number of times until it has finally been glaze fired. So it's not bad to have it a little bit larger than like what is intended. And then there's quite a bit here for us to trim in terms of like trimming the outside, like any of this excess off. And then like, so it's kind of like shrinking like in the full size, but then also kind of like shrinking inwards because we're going to be taking off all the excess on the outside. I don't know. So I was thinking about like bringing this like up more, but you know, I kind of was thinking like, what if we just kind of like trimmed down this like the sloping edge? I kind of felt like that gave it kind of like maybe like more of a classic kind of, whoops, I just scratched it. Maybe more of a classic shape. I'll put that in the background so we can reference it. I don't know if there's a word for it, but I feel like there's this like like sort of like slight dissociation that you get when you're like working with ceramics. Like you're, whatever you're doing, you're on the wheel, you're at the table, you're in a studio, like I don't know, like when I'm over here working, like it feels so different, like size wise to like when I am making a coffee and I have a mug and I'm like looking at my mug and I'm like, yeah, this is a good size. But then when I like sit down here and I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, I don't know. Like what we started with before we trimmed yesterday, it was huge. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. Even this is like pretty big compared to what we have over there. It is going to shrink a little bit. I really have a very rough guess as to how much it's going to shrink. Maybe like down to here. Like maybe that's a really rough guess. I don't know, but like it always like, I mean, there's definitely the part where like when you're working on it, it's bigger than it's going to be when it comes out of the kiln, but then it's like, I don't know, it always like never seems like the right size, so I always have to like like when I worked in the studio, it's like a lot harder to do that. To like, I don't know, maybe like know exactly what you're working on, or to bring in examples that you're gonna need. I now just do this in my kitchen, so it's really easy for me to just, you know, get up, grab like my favorite mug, be like, yeah, this mug is like a really great size. I really like the shape of it. I don't know, like the opening, like the top part of the rim, like if that's really narrow, I kind of don't actually like that. But if it's too wide, I don't like that either. And like there's like different things for me to consider, like when I make pottery. I kind of want to make it to like how I like it. I don't really know. I think I'd have to be a little bit more adventurous to be making stuff that I personally wouldn't like. Because I don't know how other people would like feel about it. I only know from like my own personal experience. Another great example would be handles. There's some really weird handles that people are making. They're just like very funky, and I think they're, I mean, you can use them, but I think a lot of it is just like for show. And like, I don't know, some of those, I'm just like, that would drive me crazy if I like had to actually use that mug or, you know, like stuff like that. Anyway, I don't know. I think it's like, if you're able to like think ahead before you go into the studio, it's really great to just like bring in anything size wise, maybe shape wise, of what you are planning on making, and then you can kind of like reference that, we did a slab built mug a few videos ago, and like sitting on its own, it felt so big, but it really wasn't that much bigger than the mug that I had to reference it. Like it had to be a little bit bigger, but it just like, if I didn't have like the glazed like finished mug sitting next to it, like it just looked huge, and I was just like, I don't know. I just kind of like struggle with the sizing. Or like I've heard like if you work in a studio, like a very wide open studio, you might I don't know. I can't remember like what it is that you do. Maybe you accidentally make things larger or something, or I don't know, or maybe it's you accidentally make them smaller. I don't know. But it's kind of like your surroundings can kind of play a little bit into like how you're like sizing some things, which is like kind of interesting. Okay, let me take a look. See what kind of shape I want. I think I'm just gonna like, it's a little like, before I put it away yesterday, I sprayed it down, so it is pretty wet. I think like, I think shape wise, I think we're kind of good to move on with it and stop doing things that we were doing yesterday of like cutting into it and like reshaping it. I don't really want to keep doing that. Hopefully I kind of want to like carve maybe this bottom portion in a way that is maybe a little bit curvier, like not just having to go like straight down to the table or whatever. but like having a little bit of a curve there. I think I can maybe adjust that a little bit in like, because we have like quite a bit of like thick clay to like manipulate here. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a little too wet to be really carving into it. I think I kind of like the shape here. Let's just try to like mimic that on this side. And then we can like, we can start on a handle. Personally, I heat up my maple syrup, so I'm assuming that's what my mom would be doing. I don't know, I can't really remember, because like she doesn't like make pancakes like for herself to eat, like she's making them for like other people, and like me, like I want the maple syrup heated up, so like I don't know if I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that whoever she wants this for is gonna have it heated up, and then you wouldn't want to like just grab it with your hands because it would probably be really hot. So, or I don't know, I'm not really sure. Sometimes when you put things in the microwave, sometimes the like a bowl or something, sometimes it doesn't actually get hot. I don't know. We're just gonna put a handle on it anyway. Let's see, I think this part is a little bit too high. Oh, maybe I could like, so this isn't a Christmas present. This is something my mom requested like a while ago, that I completely forgot about. But I think it'd be really great if I could finish this before Christmas, get it fired and all of that. Well, it's gonna have to get fired twice. Hopefully do all of that before I leave for Christmas, and then I don't have to ship it. Shipping things, obviously, like the larger and heavier it is, like the more you have to pay for it. I think I would guess something like this would be maybe $15 to ship. That's kind of a rough guess. I'm not sure weight wise. I don't always ship a lot of heavy things, but saving money is so great. Hopefully I can get in. I know like I have a glaze firing that's like nearly ready. I would just need a couple more pieces for it. But a whole new bisque firing, I don't have that many things. Okay, so we have our mug. We finished the cake slice container. Those are drying still. We have 2 air plant holders. They're super tiny. They're basically little pinch pots. We do have our strawberry like pinch pot. It's about this big. Pinch pot container. There is our candle holder, which is kind of big. It's about that big. I mean, I think if we made a couple more pieces, we could do a bisque. I need to fill up like 1 kiln shelf. So like the half of the kiln, but just like one of the shelves. So I have to fit stuff to like fit into like one shelf. So that's kind of like why I have to like wait on that. That's like my studio's minimum. Trying to like trying to see how level these sides are. This one's a little bit taller. Again, not quite ideal. I'm trimming it when it's like this wet, but I think if we're taking it like so much, it's not like too bad. Let me see. It kind of like dips down like right here. Just like okay. Oops. Okay. I think that is better. Wait, maybe this side. I don't know why this side just like looks so much taller. Okay. Okay, I think it looks okay right now. We can definitely come back to that. I don't know if we can get these pieces out. Nope, I think they might be stuck. Okay, we had a couple of trimming pieces fall in here. Okay. I think I'm just gonna like smush them into the bottom. I think that's fine. Alright. So I kind of want to just like smooth kind of like the inside of the pitcher. It's a little bit uneven. Let me see how far we can get with this. since it's like so high up here, we could just like trim that if like a tiny bit if we wanted to. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, I think we could let this dry a little bit. I think it's about, well, how about we trim a little bit off of the bottom here? This is like, it's always super thick right here. Especially when, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people don't want to just go like straight down. It's kind of nice to make a little foot and stuff there. I wonder if I can, let me grab, oh, I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna grab a thing. It's a little on the small side, but maybe it'll work for what we're doing. So this is like a kind of like a trimming tool. You kind of use it for like, you can put it like, you can attach it to the wheel with just like some clay down here. And then the idea is that something like this, where the top part is a little bit too fragile or it's a weird shape to put down like this and trim it, you just put it like in one of these. Let me try to see if the other side is a little bit, okay, let me see. It's a little on the smaller side. It's like so snug. It's like just barely working. Oh, okay. Okay. So it kind of just like holds it really nice so that I can just go around and have it sit straight up, sit nicely while I'm trying to trim it. Just want to get some of this bulk off of here because, well, for one thing, it's actually, yeah, this part is a bit drier than the rest of the body, and it's just gonna keep getting like drier and drier. So we're just gonna trim it off. I want to trim it off anyway, so it's fine. I'm a little careful because I'm not sure like where our wall starts. Like, we don't want to trim too much off, but it does kind of feel like there's a lot here. And then if you're curious, like, okay, I forgot the name of this thing, but this is just a bisque piece. So I threw it on the wheel, bisqued it, and here we are. It's just like as simple as that. I've never seen one of these like in a store, probably because it's so easy to just like whip up yourself. It's kind of like a kiln cookie, you know. You don't see kiln cookies at the store either, just because like they're so quick to make. Like, I think most times like ceramists will just make them themselves, you know. And it's the same thing for a kiln cookie. You just like roll out a little flat bit of clay, you cut it out, biscuit, and then there you go. There's a kiln cookie. Really just the same kind of idea. If you don't know, a kiln cookie is used when you are glazing and you're kind of like, maybe you have a couple glazes, maybe one's known to be runny, and you're not sure if it's going to go down onto the kiln shelf. So if you want to be really safe, you just put a kiln cookie right under it. That will cover the area if it does drip, and it will save you from having to clean that off your kiln. Like if, say, it did run and hit the shelf, or like for me, if that happened, like I would have to pay like a fee for the studio to clean it off the kiln. They also, I didn't know this till like I just went there last time. They actually they have a couple kiln cookies that they will just like provide if you want to use one. So I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. That's so cool. But like if you have like something that's like a little bit like larger than what they have, then they don't have. I'd have to make my own. Yep. I'm not sure, like, it's a little hard for me to tell, like, how much, is here for me to trim off, but I really hope I can trim a lot. Like, I would like to trim a lot more of this, like, corner piece. Also, like, around here, too, off if we can. But I think for like the main body, we're gonna have to trim that later because it's just like, it's too wet right now. You kind of could trim like whenever you want. But like if you're really just taking off like chunks and chunks and chunks of clay, you can do that. Like, even if this was much wetter, like this area, we're really just going at it, grabbing so much clay to get off there. It's kind of okay, but like the more wet it is, the easier for you to grab like too much clay, and trim off. So when it's leather hard, that's kind of the sweet spot, where you can grab quite a bit if you want. I don't know, you just seem to have a lot more control, like an easier time trying to do the control that you want. And then of course, like once it's like not quite bone dry, but it's still in that state where you can kind of trim it, you can really tell like it's really hard to just dig in there and trim. So it's kind of, you have that kind of like moving scale of things. But that's why most people will tell you to trim at leather hard, because you have the most control, and it really is just kind of like the best stage to be doing that. Sometimes, like, if I have a piece that has gotten to bone dry, and let me think. I don't know. There's like, maybe there's like the teeniest, tiniest nick in it or something. What you can do is you can still like, you can sort of trim it, even if it is bone dry, like if you need to. I would recommend probably wearing a respirator, some kind of mask, because it's not really good to be trimming at bone dry. Any of those clay particles will go into the air and then like go into your lungs. Or they'll just like settle on the floor to be thrown up into the air later. Any of those kind of things. So, I mean, obviously it's really hard to trim it at bone dry. But if there's like some kind of like thing, like, oh, you kind of nicked it a little bit and you need to make a little change to it before you put it into your firing, you can do that. I try to be like really careful while my stuff is like drying so that it dries like where it should. Sometimes when I'm moving things around, I might accidentally nick something. Just kind of like, I don't know, just trying to be like really careful with pieces because they're pretty fragile. Okay. I really have like no idea like how thick this this wall is here. I guess like I don't really know like I don't know what else to talk about, but I'll just do a little quick plug here. If you guys don't know, I do have I have a like small business for my ceramics. I used to be making other things, like a variety of things. I used to like for my shop I have been doing ceramics, but I was also doing like some sewing. So I had like some like little zip pouches and cat toys. Like I would make like catnip toys, paintings. I did, for the most part, right now I still have watercolor paintings in the shop. Some originals for the most part. Greeting cards, stickers. I have some different stickers of like different dog breeds, a cat, my bunny, Emmy. What else do I have in the shop? Coasters. I have like knit coasters, punch needle made ones too. There's like quite a variety. So I've recently decided that like like I have been running my business for 5 years and it was doing fairly well. It was more towards the beginning. I've kind of mentioned this a few times, like in like a few past videos. But I have been like kind of struggling with my business, and I think maybe it's the fact that I haven't like focused on anything. Like I always wanted to be like just like kind of like just any shop, like any kind of shop you would like see on the street, that's like locally handmade stuff, and then like there's a variety in there. Normally that variety is made by different people, but I thought it'd be like so cool to do that because like I love learning about how other like things are made. I love the process, and I've learned so much working in different mediums. Like it's really kind of like, I think it's expanded the way that I think and problem solve, and kind of like, I don't know, like you can kind of like mix and match certain things. Like, okay, I'm totally going off topic. But I don't know, I guess we don't really have I don't have anything else to talk about right now. So like, so I went to school for graphic design and I got a Cricut cutter, because I wanted to make like stickers, and like I thought it was so cool to like be able to like cut out my own like decals, like like decals are just kind of like, they're usually those very like basic type of stickers or things that you would see like on a car, where it's like a flat like one color and it's just been like cut out. So like that is something that I could do on ceramics. Like I'm not entirely sure like how I want to go about custom made ceramic pieces, but something I could do if I wanted was say like, oh, there's this mug and like you can have your name on this mug, and then I go like with my Cricut cutter cut out the like the decal or whatever for that name and whatever it says, and then like apply that to the mug, and then I would get like a very nice crisp like text instead of like sloppy questionable results with like hand lettering like text onto like mugs, like stuff like that. Like I just thought it's so cool to like get new ideas, new ways of thinking by like working in a variety of media. I really like, the number one thing is I love just like learning about processes and like how different things are made and then trying it out for myself. Like I love that. I've like basically like once I started college and like had like got more knowledge on how to like I don't know, I guess like execute or like get ideas for art, like I just like kind of like went crazy and I just like loved like everything. Like I mentioned, like I took like a variety of art classes in college, and like they're definitely ones I didn't like as much, but I mean a lot of things I really like, even if it's not technically art, but like crafts. I love crafts, like I really like knitting. I don't do anything crazy. I only know how to like knit like squares and rectangles, which sounds like kind of dumb, but you can actually do a lot with that if you know how to sew. Like I make bags and like zip pouches from knitted like rectangles and stuff, and like I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, I always loved that, and it was always like so exciting. And when I would do markets, people would be like, you made all of this stuff? I was like, yeah, I made all this stuff. And they're just like so surprised, and like I don't know, like I know a lot of people just don't have that interest, and that's kind of like why I thought that you don't really see that very much. Some of the things that kind of like kept me going with it was like they're different artists that I follow on Instagram that like they make a lot of different products, but I've noticed that the thing that ties them together is like something like illustration, where like, oh yeah, they have like tote bags, keychains, other they have like a variety of things, like maybe notepads, like a variety of things. But then I've noticed that the reason people are buying them is because they love like those characters, and not so much like, maybe, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's mostly because they have like those characters on them. Where like I didn't have like characters or anything that tied my stuff together. What tied it all together was just like the overall like aesthetic, and like color palette, and just kind of like the vibe that you get with my stuff, which is usually like pretty like colorful, like I don't even know like how to describe my brand. It's been increasing in colorful. So I don't know if I'd say like that's how it looked earlier. There were a few moody things at first, but it's been more colorful. It's now going into more cottagecore, summer aesthetic, like summer picnic kind of stuff. And like, I don't know, for the most part, I just thought like kind of like color wise and like the general aesthetic, just like how if you walked into a store that had like that focused on handmade goods, like by a variety of people, like the pieces wouldn't look the same. Like they would look pretty different, but like overall as a storefront, like the pieces make sense together. And I felt like that's I felt like that's what made sense for me to do that. But I feel like my business just hasn't really, I don't know, like I've been doing it for 5 years. Maybe the first one or possibly two were very casual. Like I wasn't doing like a ton of stuff like business wise, like not a ton of marketing, or I mean I was doing a couple like very small markets to test out, but nothing like too crazy. After a little while I did make like a brand and stuff. So I mean like roughly maybe 3 or 4 with like intense focus, like a lot of time going into different items, and marketing, and I don't know, I guess like developing the brand. That really didn't come till like a little bit later. It didn't start right away because like I don't know, I wasn't really sure what was happening. My friends in college, they just really liked some of the pieces that I made, and they're like, can you like make this into stickers for us to buy? Like, I don't know, something like that is what happened. And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, that is so cool. So that's like where it started. And then like from there, I was just kind of really testing the waters of everything. Nothing was like, there wasn't really so much an intensity and like focus like how I do now. Like the majority of my free time is spent like doing something for my business, where like before it wasn't. But I don't know, I feel like after all this time, like I feel like maybe I should have more traction than I do. I guess, I mean, everyone's journey is different. So it's just like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I don't know. But I think that this is just kind of like something I want to try out. I think it is probably a good idea because I mean, I don't want to just be like, Like, I don't know, there's something that made my shop stand out. I didn't really know like how else to make it stand out. Some people do like some crazy thing, there are all kinds of business ideas. And sometimes like people do crazy things or something to stand out. And I wasn't really sure like what that was for me. But I kind of felt like doing different things maybe would. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe I've been doing it to an extent where it's like, maybe this isn't working. Like, maybe this isn't why my stuff is catching on quite as much as I would hope. I don't know. Like, there's so many things that are just like a mystery. Like, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. And I don't have the kind of audience to just like ask people, you know? Like, I don't know. Kind of like what my friends kind of feel like is also the fact that it's not focused on like just one like kind of niche. Because that is like what most people do. So I don't know. I think like I love making stuff, like trying new things out, and like maybe I could keep doing that to like some extent. But like truly in my free time, or out of the stuff that like I already have supplies for. But I don't know. I feel like it's probably the best for my business to focus. I'm having a little bit of a hard time like focusing like a lot. Like they're definitely like I think like ceramic people that have like very like kind of like a very focused style, and like you're not entirely surprised when you see their stuff. You're like, oh yeah, like you see it and you know who made it, kind of a thing. That is, I think, what you want most times. Because it's like, they don't even have to read like who made it. Like they just know by looking at it. And I think that's the goal. I am so passionate at making like a variety of things. I'm still kind of having like trouble figuring out exactly what that looks like just in like the ceramic pieces that I make. Because I love so many things. I'm just like, I want to do all the things, like literally. Like I'm trying to narrow it down into stuff that really resonates with me. So I'm planning to do more cottagecore type stuff, but I don't know like how much it makes sense with like the pieces that are, so the cottagecore type stuff I'm thinking is going to be highly rooted in underglaze, like illustration type stuff, where like I love like glaze combinations, and then just seeing what the glazes do. And there's, like, I don't know, maybe it's like not like crazy, but like maybe it's like kind of an interesting shaped cup or something, but it has this like really lovely like glaze coating on it. Like I really love that, and it's like a little bit more sophisticated maybe than the cottagecore type stuff. I'm not, I would really like to blend those together. I don't know if they really make sense, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I just make more things, like it will just come together and make sense. I don't know if it would, but I don't know. Maybe if I just make more things and I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, I love making this thing, and then just kind of like keep going from there, just kind of like figuring out like what I really like. And I haven't been doing ceramics for like a very long time. Definitely not long enough to like have a definitive style or anything. I don't know. I love so many things, and I'm just like, I want to do everything. So this is what we're gonna try out. The the point of this story is that I wanted to tell you that my shop has a large sale going on right now. I just kind of like, I don't know. Well, we didn't have anything else to talk about, but I wanted to just like say like what is going on, because it's kind of weird about what's going on. So the shop right now, you can find, so once this video goes up onto YouTube, in the description below, you will see my shop links. I do have an Etsy shop, but I also have my own website shop as well. It's totally fine if you prefer Etsy, but I would love to bring in more traffic to my own website so that it can stand on its own and that I wouldn't have to like rely on Etsy. Etsy is very random, and like they could ban you at any moment for any reason that they want. And it's just like, it's just not very good to rely on them, which is why I have my own shop. But I would love it if I could drive traffic to my own shop. Callie and .co, that's my that is my website link. Yeah, so everything that is not a ceramic item is on sale, between 20 to 40% off. It's a little random, but like I have like so many things, a lot of smaller items like stickers. I kind of felt like 40% off was taking a little bit too much out for those, because they don't have a huge, I don't know, I don't feel like they have like that much like profit coming out of it. Not as much as like some of the other things. So that's kind of like the reasoning why things are kind of like at a different percentage off. But anyway, please. Also, the Etsy shop is being very annoying. I have set, so I have 20, 30, and 40% off deals. And I don't know why, but like I've seen it. It lasts, like one of the deals will last for like 2 weeks and then they remove it. And I'm like, please stop. I'm trying to like tell people these things are on sale, and then they go to the Etsy shop and then it's not on sale. And they're probably just like, what the heck? Like, so so many problems. That's why you shouldn't rely on Etsy, because they do what they want and you have kind of not a lot of control. Very little control over what they do with your shop. So if you go to my actual website, it is like, it is right. It's not just gonna randomly decide to remove the sales happening. Um, yeah. But it's really hard for me to drive traffic to the website because, I don't know, I guess it's just kind of weird. People just probably feel more comfortable, with Etsy, and that is totally fine if that is you. We, well, we have a few minutes, so I guess I'll just kind of like tell you guys, like, I, it's just kind of like whatever you prefer. I am actually having an issue with somebody where like I wanted to support them. I don't know if they have an Etsy, but I purchased off of their own website, and this was months ago. I made a purchase. It was just a couple stickers in possibly March of this year. That was months ago. It is currently November, and like it's coming from a different country, so I was like, okay, it is gonna take a while. And then like 6 months go by, and I don't know, somewhere around there or something, and I contacted the shop owner and I was like, hey, I didn't get the order that I placed. I don't know, could you check on it or something? And then she was like, yeah, like I can ship another one. And then I was like, oh, great. And she was like, I'll give you a tracking number like later, like when it's shipped or something. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then like later, like I don't know, possibly a month later, I don't even know. I was like, do you have a tracking number? Because I still haven't gotten this. And she's like, yeah. Or I don't know. And like I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to be bothering you, but like I ordered this months ago. Like, can't you make this a priority? Like if you drop the ball, like I know it's not a big order. It definitely is not expensive by any means. I don't even know. I think I ordered like 4 stickers, and like, but come on. And like that, I think that's what people fear. I think that's what people are scared of, is like maybe some kind of scam or something. I have purchased from this shop before. I got a mug, and I got it. Like, I don't know what is happening. I don't know if it is for some reason getting lost in the mail, or if she's doing something on her end. I have no idea what is going on. But it has been like kind of annoying that it really doesn't seem like she's making my order a priority when it was supposed to be shipped like, I don't even know how many months ago, over 6 months ago. Like, they're just stickers. Just throw them in an envelope and then put them in the mail. Like, anyway, I think this is what people like fear, is like, where Etsy, you can take that to someone, like you can take it to Etsy and be like, I made this purchase and this person has not shipped my order or whatever, like I haven't received it, and they will do something about it. Like they will help you find some kind of resolution, where I can't do anything. Like the only thing that I could do with this person is like say something on social media about it, like just really random stuff. Like, I love their art though. Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, or possibly leave a review. I don't even know if they have some kind of thing to leave a review on their website. But I think that's like, like, I've never had this issue before. I mean, there aren't like a ton of times that I've ordered online. I probably most are from Etsy, because that's all they offer. Sometimes people don't have their own website. But like, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever had an issue with it. And I think it's very odd because I have ordered from them before and had no issues with it. So I'm like, so now, like, if she had like something else come out, I'm like, I don't think I could purchase from her again because the trust is not there. Like, months have gone by, like, since I placed this order, and like, I have an order number, like, I have an email that says what I purchased, an order number, like, all this stuff, like, confirming that it was done. And like, this person just, like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't want to be like cynical, like, oh, she's just like trying to take people's money and like not fulfill orders. I don't want to be like that person, but like, she's really not communicating to me like what is happening, any updates. Like, I have to keep emailing her for updates. Like, she says like, I will send you a tracking number, and then she doesn't send it. And then a month later or a couple weeks later, I follow up and I'm like, do you have the tracking number? And then she will not answer me. Like, so that's like, it's not really trustworthy kind of behavior. Like, bruh, like, make this a priority, please. It's not that crazy. Like, if you need to print more stickers, just tell me or something. If you don't have any more stickers in stock, just tell me and give me a refund. I mean, preferably I would love to get the stickers, but like, I don't know, just tell me what is going on. Like, I work in customer service. I understand like problems and like some resolutions and stuff, and like I'm not trying to be like that one person that's being like really mean or anything, but I mean, like, come on though. I'm just like, you just like follow up and just like make it a priority and like tell me what the heck is going on, because I'm like, dude, like, months have gone by. Anyway, that's, I don't know if like how much that deters you from buying from my store. I totally understand. But you do you. If anybody, okay, if you go to my Etsy and for whatever reason they took my sale down, all items that are not ceramic are on sale right now. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this, because to a certain point, obviously, if they haven't sold, nobody is interested. I don't know. But preferably, I would like to have the sale going until they sell. We'll see, next year, like, maybe how long this is going to be going on for. I was kind of hoping, like, run the sale. Maybe people will be buying for the holidays, and then maybe we can get rid of some of this stuff. So if it's not on sale, just send me a message. Let me know. I will help you. If you're on Etsy and it's not doing the sale, just message me on Etsy. I will be notified of that, and get back to you. Otherwise, you can like send me a message on Instagram. Instagram is kind of like, I don't know. It's a little iffy if they tell you someone messaged you. So I don't know. you can contact me multiple times if you feel the need. But like, yeah. so many things, but I don't know. I'm glad that like I can like maybe hopefully like provide some help. And yeah, so be sure to check out my shop. I think there's a link to my Instagram or my shop on Twitch, for Twitch viewers that are watching here. So what goes on is, we film on Twitch, and then all of the videos get uploaded to YouTube into my stream archives playlist, because they will be deleted off Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along, so you know when I jump on for another video. Possibly impromptu ones come in once in a while. And then subscribe to my YouTube at Callie & Co. so you know when I post videos there. We have the stream archive, but we also have other ceramic related videos. Like I'm working on like a how-to series. We have a couple videos there, and then I also have stuff for like general artists, and some for like kind of like small handmade business type topics. So be sure to check it out and subscribe, like the video if you like it. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Bye.